Hi friends, it's David from SoCute Imaging. So today we're doing our walking tour of Lisbon. This is a really simple walking tour. So if you're able to walk probably 8,000 hilly steps, this is the walk for you. It's a very enjoyable walk. So here we are pulling into Lisbon in the early morning, probably around 7 a.m. A really nice day. It was up to about 20 Celsius, so it was a great day for walking, but not too hot. Here we are pulling up to the cruise port, and if you'll notice, the cruise port is very centrally located. Basically, once you're off out of the terminal, you're in. It's just a really, really, really nice spot. Very enjoyable, easy walking. You cannot get lost here. Basically, the directions are in to the, let's see, the Santa Luisa area, and then basically moving up to the Castel de Jorge and through the streets, the Braça neighborhood, and then back to the Commerce Center. So here we are off the ship, and we're into, this is the train station, so it's really about 2 minutes, maybe a 5-minute walk from the ship. Here's the military museum as we're walking through that. Really interesting spot right on the way. Here we have a display in a restaurant that just looked kind of interesting. We moved on to there into a church area. Here's the specifics of the church. Again, just some more shots. Nice, beautiful day, nice sunny day. The Gothic arch is just really nice. The temperatures at this point were probably 15, really nice. This particular church had like a restaurant area in the back you could walk through. And again, just the kind of restaurant sitting area in the back, just a beautiful place to relax. There's free to walking through the streets. The streets in this part, midway through the walk, are steep. So if you can't do this, you can't do it, and that's understandable. You get up to the viewpoint here, and it's just you get the ship. There's the Meraviglia down there. There's a Viking ship in at the same time. The viewpoints are just spectacular up here. It's just one beautiful shot after one beautiful shot. It's really, 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 really nice. Again, another viewing area. There's about 3 viewing areas around here that you can just spend the day at if you want. And this is the castle they talk about in the tour map. Church. Here we get run off the road by one of the trams. This was closer than it looks in video. At least it seemed to be anyway. And there's Frida. She found a wool shop. This was on the way down to the commerce area. I think it's called the Braça neighborhood. This shop had been there since 1898, so it'd been there a long time. She would have loved to spend more time there, I think. And then the city gates, just going back to the commerce area. This is all flat down at this point. It's just really, really nice. And this we're going into the Commerce Center, and eventually we'll get to the Cod Museum, which is coming up, which is a big thing. So Bacalhau is basically the Portuguese word for codfish. So it's just a really nice museum. Frida went through it in the past, our first visit to Lisbon. We didn't go through it this time, but it's worth a spot if it's worth a spot stopping in if it's your first time through. Again, the commerce area just around the city gates there, you'll see it off in the distance. It was a beautiful, pleasant day. We got a little choppy that afternoon. Fortunately, when we pulled out in the evening, it smoothed out. No, we had a great crossing that night. And this is a ferry terminal that's just on the way back to the ship. Man, I wish we had that in Bedford. They've been telling us we're going to get that for years. We had our dining time got moved, and we enjoyed that. Here we are up in the Sky Lounge on the Meraviglia. This is just a spectacular viewing spot coming in and out of ports. Here we are. Sun was in our eyes, but it was beautiful. So here we are. And the backstory here is there's probably only a few feet of clearance when you're going under the bridge in a big ship like the Meraviglia. So here we are, and it's the big highlight of the sailaway, really. Just seeing how close you get to it, and you get very, very, very close to it. There's no question about that. So we make it through there, like here, and then you just see the bridge fading off in the distance. And then on the way out, we just enjoyed a spectacular sunset. If you're on the Meraviglia and you want to be up on the Sky Lounge if you can, you'll get better pictures from the deck, but it's so comfortable up in the Sky Lounge. It's unbelievable. A castle on the way out. Frida thought this was Centra. I'm not sure if it is. I don't think it is, but I could be wrong. And again, the sunsets on the way out. Spectacular day in Lisbon. I don't think you could ask for a better day. It was that nice. Look at this. This is spectacular. Anyway, thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and any comments. We enjoy reading them. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.